1,750 exhibitors from 61 countries across Africa and worldwide showcased different products and services at the Intra-Africa Trade Fair 2023. Participating countries and firms set up pavilions and exhibition stands, enabling them to customize their exhibition experience to fit their unique requirements. A vibrant display of Nigerian products has captivated delegates from across the continent here at the Intra-Africa Trade Fair exhibition happening live in Cairo, Egypt. Now I have to tell you, I've been around myself and I am quite excited. From exquisite fashion designs to packaged food and innovative technologies, Nigeria, the country, has positioned itself as one of the manufacturers of quality products from Africa.
My experience at the Inter-Africa Trade Fair has been phenomenal. I've been able to meet with a lot of key players that we need for our business growth, and it's also been nice to learn a lot more about the Inter-Africa trade aspect, especially AFCFTA and the payment gateway platforms and how it would actually work in reality. So I'm quite excited about the future and we're glad to have been here.
You hope to gain out of being an exhibitor at the Inter-Africa Trade Fair 2023?
As you can see, I can boastfully say that this is the most traffic stand here in this Nigerian stand. Excellent one, because I have the opportunity to meet those who are looking for me. There are a lot of people that are looking for me, and I met them. From Dubai, we're here together. From the US, we met together. From the UK, we met together. From the Malaysia, from the Senegal. Because the biggest organization, the biggest supermarket in that Senegal was here and is ready to take our good to Senegal.
You spoke about tasting, so you're trying to tell me that I can actually have one of these.
Yeah, you can tell the viewers exactly what you feel.
Okay, so let me try one.
Yeah.
I don't like pepper, so please, I don't want
pepper, so you take this one.
All right, then. So this is a kilishi.
That's the kilishi.
Let us put it in my hand. Thank you.
And automated, hygienic, as you can see, from the beginning to an end, we use machines. We're about to 8 process to produce it. So this is the one you ate. And I think your cameraman will eat. Just let him test this one.
He's on duty. You can't eat now. Yes, he's on duty.
IATF2023 has been very interesting. We are the only Nigerian brand exhibiting at the Auto Show, the Africa Auto Show, which is a segment of the IATF. And it's been really impressive because our reason for coming here is, one, to increase localization. So what I mean by that is we're already assembling in Nigeria. We have vendors over there. But the idea is that now we can source, components from all across Africa. So, building a truly African brand. And, the other side of this too is that even though we've exported our vehicles to Ghana, which is close by Nigeria, the objective here is to, reach other African markets, because the problem we're actually trying to solve is one that, presents itself across the continent. So we're using natural gas vehicles, which is cleaner, as we transition to cleaner, renewable sources of energy. We believe that natural gas will be a driver for the next few years.
These small businesses are meeting their counterparts here. These small businesses are actually meeting a lot of supply here because there's the demand. And one of the things that we need to do as an organization, as an agency, is to help these small businesses continue to meet that demand. By so doing, reduce the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria, but more importantly, help them structure to receive funding, structure to expand, and structure to scale.
From clothing and textiles to consumer goods, tourism and the automotive sectors, this year's exhibition also saw state governments like Ogun and Kwara showcasing investment opportunities within their states to attract financing from key stakeholders and private sector players across different sectors.
There's a lot of interest in Kwara now. We need to showcase what we have, and that's what we're doing. In the next few years, when our processing zones, agro-processing zones are launched, you see that Kwara will be the leading state in dairy production and meat production as well. And we're forming a nexus with Lagos State. Lagos State is setting up a food agro-processing zone as well, which we're linking up with Europe, called Lagos had the Lake Rice project with Kebbi State. Now, we're trying to do something similar, but in dairy and meet with Lagos State. So this falls into the project in which Afrexim is investing in, a big industrial park in Kwara State, which you can see from the diagrams at the background. Arise is coming in as well into Kwara, and not Arise TV, but Arise Investments. So they're coming in a big way. Arise has done the big industrial park, $400 million industrial park in Ogun State. So they'll be looking at doing something similar in Kwara as well.
The Afrexim Bank has provided this platform to allow organizations, governments, businesses to showcase what they have and also attract investors and investments to themselves or to their states. In our own case, we are Ogun State. We believe that we are the investors' destination of choice. But we will not sit and rest on our oars. We believe that this platform gives us an opportunity to further tell our story as to what we've done, what we have in terms of resources, what our competitive and our comparative advantage over other states are, and why people should come to our state. We are the investors' destination of choice. That is what we have come here to tell everybody. And the response is exciting. People are appreciating and appreciative.
I run the National Action Committee on the African Continental Free Trade Area, and that is to engage and make sure Nigeria trades under AFTA. So prior to that, I ran the NEPC, Export Promotion Council. So I championed the Nigerian delegation to the very first Inter-African Trade Fair in 2018, and the next one we did in Durban. So that's my terrain. And we've worked together with Afrexim to develop this, that the fact that inter-Africa trade is the lowest in continental trade in the world. And find out that, look, Africa must just trade with ourselves. The Afrexim Bank has taken up that charter. It's a charter from the African Organization and African Union that we must promote intra-Africa trade. We must trade with ourselves. We must have a payment system. So all that is coming to fruition now under Afrexim Bank. So I'm really happy that we've been able to do the third one. This is the third trade fair, and the figures are good. Trade is increasing in Africa, and this is the way to do it. And more importantly, to let businesses, let them know themselves. So you can have partnership, you can have mergers, you can have cooperation all along the line.
So it gives me great pleasure to announce that the IATF2023 winner for the Best 10 Country Pavilion is Nigeria.
During the final event, the Nigerian pavilion clinched the top accolade in the country pavilion division, securing the Best Stand award. As per the event coordinators, the Nigerian pavilion distinguished itself through an unparalleled and imaginative layout, presenting the country's abundant cultural and economic legacy with exceptional brilliance. With about 28,000 conference participants and commercial visitors in attendance, and a noteworthy economic activity totaling more than $43 billion, the primary goal of fostering a continual growth, diversification, and enhancement of African trade was prominently showcased.
And it's nice to see that a change has come. It will be interesting to see how quick this change will come, because the potential is there. There's so much untapped potential that needs to be unlocked, and this is the time to do it. The fact that you can trade within East Africa, South Africa, North Africa, and, create so much potential from that, that is already enough to excite anyone. The payment gateway, the challenges, those bottlenecks, the shipment of products from one country to another within Africa has always been one of the stumbling blocks. If that can be achieved and, removed, then the world is our oyster and we can, trade quickly. So that's really what my expectation is, to fast track and facilitate as much trade as possible within these 54 countries, because this is an untapped potential, and Nigeria is ready, Africa is ready, we are ready. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's why we have the Pan-African payment system that Afri-Exim Bank is championing. So far, 11 countries have signed on, and over 60 commercial banks have signed on. It will grow, it will get us. So meaning that you don't have to change your money to dollars. If you remember one video that trended social media when the Kenyan president was saying that why must he change dollars to get his goods in Tanzania next door, that it just doesn't make sense, and that is true. So we must really look into those things, support all these systems that will work for us. They're African systems, so it must work for us. We're going to have difficulty in the beginning. It takes long for a trade agreement to really fashion itself out. It takes long. And you must know that Africa, people think Africa is a country. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent with over 56 countries, different languages, different tribes, different cultures. But we must make it work.
Reporting from Cairo, Egypt, Sheiton Atigari, Arise News.